Wow. Yes. Umkenenezo omnandi loyo kuzwa ke ushaya kwi-background ke not kwi-background but ke uhlobo oluthize lomculo ke osobe sesulidlala njalo ngemigqibelo ntambama ke neliyobe li-director yena ke uSedi Msome ke. Sedi, good evening baba.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing good baba. Sidlala, tell us about the song before singena ke kuma details ukuthi ke ungene kanjani ekuthandeni lo hlobo olunjengaleli lomculo na?
Well, I don't properly remember when I started like getting truly into classical music, but it was during when I was like 11 or 12 when I
Okay.
just stumbled across it on like I think it was YouTube. Just stumbled across a song. I found it to be catchy, found it to be good,
Mhm.
to invoke certain emotions. So I started falling in love with the music and then started listening to more and more of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Usedi, omunye umuntu engathi ke as njoba sikuzwa nje this kind of music, that's a music ozobudlalela ababukeli nabalaleli bethu.
Yep.
And ubonakala ngathi lo mculo lo uthandwa abantu abadala. Wena usemncane. You are maybe 18, 19. Yeah. So but this kind of music is categorized ngendlela yami ukuthi ay uthandwa abantu abadala ke. Ngabe uSedi why adonsa lo music njengoba usushilo nje ukuthi ke okay wawuthanda you stumble upon who mapha ama-artist owawathanda kakhulu?
Well, in terms of my favorite artist, well, first I think the reason why most older people listen to classical, even though even like amongst older people, only people of certain like background usually are found to listen to classical music because it's not usually found like in mainstream media.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not something that's usually out there. Even though you hear a lot of them in movies, people don't go out of their way to listen
Okay.
to these pieces, but they do recognize a lot of them because they play in movies.
Okay.
And my favorite artist, consistently since I started listening to classical music, has been Claude Debussy and Maurice Ravel,
Okay.
which both of them are like the students and master. Debussy being the master who taught Maurice Ravel.
Okay.
So they're both French composers from the 1800s who belong to a musical genre called Impressionism,
Okay.
which is my favorite parts of classical music, which I listen to.
Okay. Tell us more about you. You. We are going to get to the music, but we want to know you as a presenter because when Ozobus presentela lo music every Saturday evening from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock. Sedi will be doing this show, yeah, classical music. And I'm telling you, you will be interested. Usedi uke wasithatha nje recently wacela wabona la kuma-billboard ukuthi there's gonna be i-show symphony show, yes, and la e-playhouse ebuza ukuthi i-playhouse ikuphi and kwenzakalani and kuzobe kunale symphony and hayi sathi-ke hayi-ke ngoba as a family we are a family, right? Sase sithi-ke no asike sihambe soyibona safika la ekhaya sabhukha and sabhukha amathikithi-ke then for that day savumelana ngalo ukuthi lona esizohamba ngalo sahamba saya khona for the first time in my life. Ngiyobukela i-symphony. What's the difference between symphony and orchestra?
Oh,
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Symphony is just more of like a piece of music within performed by an orchestra. To say,
That's a symphony.
yeah, that's a symphony. It's the music performed by the orchestra. The orchestra is just the members of that band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a lot that sizoyifunda ke uSedi azosifundisa khona uncwadile kakhulu ke kulezi zinto ke ze classic bakithi. I'm sorry ukuthi ngithi kulezi zinto ze classic but with classical music there is more that we are going to Len, he's going to present to us a classical. And please, ngicela nje nawe, just give yourself some time and listen to this kind of music. And nami sengiyawuthanda kancane kancane, uyangizama uSethi. uSethi music ke. Mangase usichazele ukuthi ke ubani uSethi. Siyambona ukuthi uSethi uzalwa ubaba uSwane Msomi noThando Joy Msomi ke. But who is Sethi?
Well, if I were to describe myself in a few words, I would say I'm someone that like likes music a lot, listens to it majority of the time when I'm doing something.
Okay.
I listen to music to put me in an appropriate mood, the mood that I want to be in. I also am fascinated by like technology that changes the way humans live day to day and how we function as and how it impacts like society as a general.
Okay.
I'm also semi interested in sports, but not as much as I used to.
Okay.
And
What changed it? What changed it?
I gained new interests. I started getting more interested into technology more and more.
So, okay, sometimes you will share with us the information about technology, ne?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have some shows with technology because again, and kunala magama amakhulu unolwazi kakhulu ngeze technology ke uzosincwadisa ukuthi ke kwenzakala nezweni what's going on kakhulu ke. Okay, ubusaqhubeka usichazele ukuthi ke uSethi ubani.
Yeah, and
Asi ubheke kuyona microphone, yes.
And yeah, I think that would be well. Those are currently the words I could find to describe myself.
Okay.
But as time goes on, and I'll use more words, and you'll know more about me.
Okay. uSethi uyabathanda abantu, uyathanda ukuxoxa nabantu noma uSethi umuntu oyithulelayo, oyivalela endlini. Othi mayiqhamuka phakathi kwabantu ayihlalelayo oyimele ekhoneni angaxoxi nabantu.
I think I'm like I'm a person who's very reserved.
Okay.
So I prefer to spend my time thinking. So I'm naturally like introverted. So
You are naturally
introverted, yeah. So
Okay.
I prefer to spend my time thinking about things that I find very important, thinking about things that I'm about to do or will do or things that I could do,
Okay.
and thinking about how I want things to be and what I have to do to get the outcome I want.
Okay.
Yep. So that's why I'm naturally like quiet and reserved and more introspective.
Introspective.
Yep.
Okay. So, are you the person who likes other people, likes company, though you are introverted?
Yeah, I would say I do like the company of other people, but I like sometimes can't express it that readily because I usually like draw closer to people who have the same interests as I think
Okay.
this is true for like most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like not a lot of people are interested in like classical music, so it's hard to have some
Especially people at your age.
yeah,
Do you
especially
have some who are in your age who are interested in this kind of music?
well online, like people overseas, like they are, but as far as people here, yeah, no, I've yet to come across anyone.
Maybe you'll find some out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hope so.
as we are listening on Carr Radio. Okay, what song we are going to play now?
Oh, the first song we're going to play, which you heard a glimpse of, is called Oh wait, are we gonna play the previous song or?
Oh no. Yes, we can go back to the previous song, right?
Okay, which you heard a glimpse of is called Claire de Lune by one of my favorite artists, classical artists, composers, which I've previously mentioned, called Claude Debussy, who was an impressionist artist who started the impressionist genre
Okay.
within classical music.
Is he still alive?
All of these people died hundreds of years ago.
You like dead people, ne?
It's ancient, very ancient music.
Okay. Eish.
And-
Yeah, I almost said. No, it's okay. Come on.
And the reason I like this artist in particular is because his music like provides an introspective feeling, which I tend to find comfort in, thinking about things, retreating back into my own mind, and having deep thoughts about things.
Sedi, there are no lyrics here. It's just music.
It's just melody,
Yeah.
melody that moves your mind, and so
So that means music has power to transform you and to change and to direct your mood the way you want to go.
yeah, I believe so. Music is very powerful and very persuasive.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did this guy die?
He died in 1915, if I recall. I might. It's been a while since I've checked though, but around there in the mid 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1910s, mid 1910s.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been a while. It's been It's been over 100 years since he's died.
So when you hear this song, what does it do to you?
So the song in particular is ethereal in nature. It's otherworldly. It's like it's a melody that comes from a different planet
Okay.
and shines down onto Earth.
Okay.
And then we get to hear a glimpse of that other world.
Okay. Let's hear the music. I'm telling you, you're gonna be blessed. Hey, yawuzwa ke. So ngikuzwile ukuthi iyakuthinta, it changes the mood.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really does.
Serious.
Mm.
Hey, it's amazing. Uzala umntwana ashintsha abe enye into. Aqhamuke lolunye uhlobo lomculo ke. So namhlanje ke usethe sithatha ke usibeka kuyona ke i-classical music. So ubusichazela njengokuthi ke we were asking ukuthi ke who is Usedi, washo ukuthi izinto oyithandayo at this moment, yabona.
Yeah.
Usedi, where do you see yourself, as a businessman or as an inventor, or where do you see yourself when you finish school?
Yeah, I see myself as all of the above. So I've always been interested in creating stuff, um, um, creating a business so I could sell products that impact the lives of people and provide value
Okay.
for them. Yeah.
Okay. How do you know what they will follow, and because it's something that is within you that you want to do?
Yeah, like yeah, to something within me to create something that's very useful to people and then export it to
Okay.
as many as people who find value in it.
Okay. If you look at the world at this point in time, what do you see?
Like in which standpoints, like technologically or
In all around, and like you say, the politics and the killings and the pandemics and the technology, everything.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Well,
I know it's vast, the question that I'm asking, but
yeah.
I want you on just to zoom me into a certain area. When you see the way people are, if they are cold in heart or if they are warm, and what affects all those things.
Well, uh,
Okay, you're on the
okay.
microphone.
What I like the current state of the world, like it's very like different from place to place, but what I see like across the world is like a lot of conflict between various groups of people, which has been like growing as year goes on. Like here in South Africa, Europe,
Mm.
more so in the United States of America, and like it's very concerning, like how much humans genuinely like are at odds with each other.
Okay.
And in terms of like the biggest change and impeding like disruption that I see in the world is the emergence of like this new technology. Well, not necessarily new, but it only came into public view as of like 2 years ago,
Okay, yeah.
which is AI,
Yeah.
which has well, it's on its way to disrupt the various businesses and replace tons of jobs. Like millions of jobs will be automated by AI in the span of like 5 years.
Is it going to improve our life, or is going to make our life harder than before?
Well, countless like people who are close to the technology have stated that AI like it has the potential of drastically improving our lives by increasing our access to things,
Okay.
like increasing access to medical care.
Okay.
Because doctors are like rare to come about. You can't just see any doctors because there's like high demand, but there's like a few supply of them.
Okay.
So with AI, they'll be significantly cheaper, and you could meet with the doctor anywhere, as long as you have like an internet connection. You're able to get diagnosed with what you have and then get prescriptions. Same thing with products that you use day to day. They'll become significantly cheaper because the companies behind them are using AI, which is cheaper for them. So cheap labor equals like significantly cheaper products and services. So
Okay. Mm.
yeah, so it'll be a time of abundance. That's what we can say.
Okay, abundance. Others will be crying. Those who don't want to improve and learn this technology.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, tell us about this type of music, because we'll juggle in between you as Usaidi and also and a classic or this type of music. What do you call this?
Classical music.
Classical music. So, is any types of genres in this music?
Yeah, as far as I know, like classical music can be separated into 5 categories.
Okay.
So you have
Mina ngazi ukuthi nje i-classic nje. Manje kwathi that's a
they're
classic.
all from like different periods, so you can separate them by their sound.
Okay.
So the first one would be labeled as Baroque. Baroque.
Okay.
Second, you'd call it classical music,
Okay.
and then the third one, which came with Beethoven,
Okay.
is the Romantic era
Okay.
of the music. And then the fourth one would be Impressionist, which came with the artist we just heard from Claude Debussy. And the fifth one would be like contemporary classical music. So the music that's released from the periods of like 1930s all the way to the modern era. So that's contemporary music.
Okay.
Classical music, yeah.
So you said these 5 genres of music.
Yeah, you could classify the
Okay, just give us some examples. Okay, Openhoven, I do understand. Yeah, but just give us some examples of maybe some some popular music in these categories or in these genres.
Okay, so in the Baroque period, you would find artists such as Jean Baptiste Lully, who is a very popular Baroque composer who composed for the likes of the Sun King of France,
Okay.
who composed chamber music for him and music that he would play in his palace and for his guests. And then second artist from the second genre within classical music, which is the classical period, you would find artists such as Mozart.
Okay. That's what I know, Mozart.
You'd
Okay.
find Mozart, and you'd also find Haydn. You'd find Bach.
Okay.
You'd also find um, Handel.
And yes, I know. That's a familiar name.
Yeah. And then within the Romantic era, which is the era of music, of classical music I listen to the most,
Okay.
you would find Chopin,
Mm-hmm.
you'd find Liszt,
Okay.
you'd find Francis Polnick. Oh, no, not Polnick. You'd find Tchaikovsky,
Mm-hmm.
and you'd find the likes of Strauss first and second. So Strauss first is the father, and Strauss the second is the son, who are
Okay.
both very accomplished musicians or composers.
Are all those people still alive or they are all dead?
None of them live to this day, and most of them have been dead for. Well, all of them, all those that you mentioned, have been dead for over 100 years.
Serious.
Yep.
Okay. So what about in these days we know Pavarotti. What does Pavarotti singing? Is it types of is any genre is he singing or it just I don't know. Ibiza ngani,
Oh yeah,
opera?
Luciano Pavarotti is he's opera. So he's what you call a tenor, a singer who sings opera,
Okay.
which is accompanied by an orchestra, who's also
So does it fall in any genre that we are talking about?
yeah, it would fall under. Well, the music was composed during like between the Romantic era and the Classical era.
Okay.
So you could classify depending on which songs he's singing.
Okay.
Yeah, you classify that.
Okay. Let us give them the music so that they will hear. Who are we going to play now?
So do you start with the Baroque? Do you want me to play like from the different?
No. You introduce Debussy what?
Oh, Debussy, and the second one I introduced was Maurice Ravel.
That's what we are going to play now.
Yeah, we'll play. Oh no. Okay, what we'll play now is another one of my favorite songs from Debussy, which is called arabesque.
Okay. What
It's
does
not
it what does it say? What does it mean?
well, the meaning of the song is basically like it's a French saying.
Okay, the microphone.
No, it's a French saying. I remember now I'm drawing a blank on it. But basically the song is it's like it sort of serves as a bridge
Okay.
between the mundane life, day-to-day life, and the dreamlike of future you seek of. So you've been living like a boring, mundane life, but have dreams of like a magical life, a life in the future which you see as an ideal.
Okay.
So the music is representation of that, isn't
Okay.
it?
Okay. Let's hear the music of the pussy. Okay. Who was that?
Oh, that was the same artist as before, Cloud Debussy.
Okay.
A song called Arabesque Number One in E major, which is a song that's very like close to me. I've listened to it countless of times. A song that bridges your day-to-day mundane life and your ideal future.
Okay. Hey, that's what it means
Mm,
to say this life.
yep.
Wow, wow. So, Sedi, uthanda uhlobo olunje lomculo.
Yep.
Futhi phela ke mawushada ngelinye ilanga, mawucabanga unkosikazi wakho uyothanda lo mculo.
I would hope so.
Eh?
I would hope so. Tiawa
Uyothanda. Futhi nawe uzodonsekela kumuntu onjengalowo ongahlukile kakhulu.
Yeah.
Okay. Beside this kind of music, imuphi omunye umculo othandayo nje? Ngale kokuthi uyawulalela uyinikeza isikhathi, but
Oh,
umculo nje kwi-genre ekhona either South Africa or international.
following genre, I like listen to nearly as much as classical music could be jazz.
Okay.
Jazz is like also very important to me. I listen to it all the time. It has similar like their influences from jazz in classical music,
Okay.
which could contribute to why I like it so much, and the melodies which are found in jazz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yebo, sedi-ke lo sihleli naye-ke nekulesi sikhathi-ke so elokhu-ke sihlephulela kamnandi kanjalo-ke. I-jazz uyena-ke ozokwenza lolu hlelo leli sithi-ke ele-classic, uhlelo le-classic every Saturday evening. He's going to drive this show and give us this kind of music, and that is going to bless your soul. I think some of you, because it's going to be introduced to you, you will fall in love with the music. And we went. How did you feel when we went as a family to watch that orchestra or that symphony?
Activity.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in awe that I got to experience the live performance of all these songs I've been listening to day in and day out, songs which I've had like very dear to my heart. To finally hear them in person was a breathtaking experience.
Wow. Nami-ke angithi thina phela sivamise ukuthi-ke uma ngabe iculo ulithandile kushawe izandla. Laphana you don't know when to clap hands.
Yeah, you only start clapping your hand once the entire set has been played.
How do you know? Because there is no full stop and comma or whatever.
Well, you know, if you're familiar with the pieces themselves,
Okay.
you know when they end. Because usually a classical piece is accompanied by like other classical pieces which are part of the same either symphony or concerto. So you have like various songs part of the same classical piece, and once that is over, then you can start clapping your hand.
Okay.
So those people that you heard clapping as soon as that last song was over, they knew that it was over because they were familiar with the piece of song, the music, the
Okay.
song in particular.
Okay. There was a lady that was playing. Is it a violin?
Yeah, the violin.
Who was that lady? What was she playing?
Oh yeah, she was what we call like a soloist. So a soloist is someone who plays certain pieces of the violin alone on stage.
Okay.
So the entire orchestra plays the same melody, whilst the soloist plays a differentiated melody on a podium, which is accompanied by the orchestra. So the lady who was from Korea played exceptionally well, and it was a marvel to see her play.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very. That was improvising. What? Phela masicula thina we improvise. It doesn't call it.
Classical music, the best we can relate to improvisation is interpretation. So they play the music exactly as it is, or written on the sheet of paper, and how the composer wrote it, but they have their own interpretations of the music. So how they play it differs. So the force they put into it, the speed, it's all up to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sihleli noSedi ke namhlanje ke kuyena ke ozodriver lolu hlelo. Yes, asithathe nje asibeke somewhere because ke sidlala iclassic namhlanje. Yeah. Sidlala iclassic ezobe idlala uSedi ke. And ikupho sodlala namhlanje?
Okay, the next song we're going to be playing is a piece by Maurice Ravel, who was a student of Claude Debussy, and who was one of his best students. You could even say the student surpassed the master,
Serious.
because Ravel's music is you could say a bit more complex than his master's music, with more layers and more more complex melodies.
Okay.
So this song that we're going to be playing is called Une barque sur l'océan, performed by Andre Laplante.
Okay.
So the song directly translates to the boat on the ocean. So the song is meant to represent the feeling of a boat going through the many phases of the ocean. So from calm and sunny to dark and chaotic to calm again. It goes through all these phases
Okay.
between calm and chaotic, all the moods of the ocean.
So that's what we are going to feel here.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to feel.
I can't wait. I wanna hear.
Yep.
Wow.
Let's
Let's hear. Yes. Well, no, I can hear. Ngiyayizwa le nto kade uyisho. Yeah, the music is lovely. And that mood. I wonder ukuthi umuntu odlala le piano, odlala this music, naye operformayo nje naye ungena kwi-mood le umcompose wayo aye kuyona.
Yeah, they usually say when they play the classical pieces, they can feel it. They can feel like sort of like the composer's soul within themselves.
Into the song.
Yeah, within the song, and they feel those emotions, which contribute to the different style each player has. So a different, like each player has their own unique style, and you could tell in how they perform the music. So each individual feels the pieces differently as they perform them.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. The music itself. So that's a music you are going to give it to us every Saturday at 6 and 7.
Yeah, every Saturday I'll be giving you a dose of classical pieces throughout the centuries. Yep.
So you will be educating us concerning music lo so that ke nathi masuthanda ke so bese sinalokho.
Yeah, most definitely. I won.
Yeah, nami ke I'm looking forward. And also you said you are going to give us technology. What types of technology that you are going to cover in your show?
So that will be mostly be covering like AI, because that's the hardest thing in technology currently right now. There's significant amounts of hype in AI and what it'll do in the coming years, and how much of an impact it would have on society and the job sector as a whole.
Sure. So namhlanje ukwazi ukubhala i-essay, email nge-AI.
Yeah.
Oh, abantu abezokuba yidom banqena ukwenza izinto using i-AI. AI, who is this on the picture?
Yeah, I could like he can help. It can even help you with understanding things more, because imagine you have AI tutors. It can help you understand things without needing to pay like a lot of money
Okay.
for a real tutor. And plus, AI has all the time, and it also has the patience that humans don't generally have. But yeah, AI can potentially make people lazier, but it can also make them very productive.
Serious?
Yeah, like you can make umuntu who works um like 8 hours, usually works 8 hours, work 4 hours, but still accomplish uh, 5 times as more as when they were working. They were 8 hours and four. So yeah, it increases productivity by tenfold.
So ngamanye amazwi usho ukuthi sizophelelwa umsebenzi sesizosebenza ne-AI manje kube yona yenza umsebenzi. And there is another one from Elok. I think it's right. It's China. Soro, something like that. Ekuthiwa ukwazi ukuhlanganisa i-video together, ikwazi ukwenza i-picture. Ingenza i-picture yomuntu ukuthi ingenzela umuntu ogqoke red and blue and ose New York and on a hairstyle engine, and the AI will bring you that video or that picture.
Oh yeah, that's I think the application Kulumang or software you're talking about is part of a product created by OpenAI, which is an American company, and that product specifically is under ChatGPT, and it's called Usora,
Okay.
which is an image and video generation software.
Okay.
Which all you have to do as a human is to just give it prompts. So you give it instructions, and it translates those instructions into video, like an actual video. So you can, like in the coming years, you could just create entire movies from words. Yeah,
Serious.
Exactly.
Wee,
That's the
mama.
world we're going to. So you'll have like entire movies created by a single person or two people in a room with just prompts. Yeah.
Will you do some demonstration of that maybe?
Yeah, I would, but yeah, one of these days I could show you.
Okay. No? Sinengqayingqwayi la uSedi ke uzosifundisa zonke lezo zinto. Kuningi ke uSedi azosinikeza zona because ke I'm telling you you're going to be blessed and you're going to be empowered, you are going to be informed even with the type of kind of music ke. Okay, before we go out Sedi, I would like to read my comments laphana ke from Facebook. Sorini iloki app yethu la isane into ethize ke. So bathi ke sibheka la ku Facebook. Ngiyazi ukuthi khona ababhale na ku YouTube. Bathi la usamke Tsele, uveli kunene Shalom family. Mamfeka Mzimela Shalom family. Spesihle Phungula ne Shalom family. Nkulengo bese Shalom. Shalom family, Spesihle Langa, ne Thozama, Nkwezane, father and son, lovely, Mpilo Lerata, Chef Kizo, and Shalom Ekhaya, Ntokozo Ekhaya, Shalom Ekhaya, ubaba nobhuti omdala. Umam K Khumalo, Sikhaweni, Shalom family, Lapana Johnson from Zambia, yes. Yes, people are watching from Zambia too. Zinto, Shugu, Shalom, Samgelisiwe Mbatha, Delixaba. Yabo yes, bese kuzoba uNtokozo Makhanya kaMamsomi. Uthi true said, yazi I even downloaded a chat GPT. Yo, it's very quick and make you work easy. Sedige will tell us more next. As from next week, this show is going to be fully packed with a lot of information. Sedige uyazi-ke nani-ke senimzwile already ukuthi-ke khona izinto ezimnandi-ke ayiphethe-ke. So as we go out, sizophuma ngayiphi iculo and mayiqeda uSedi-ke kuzobe sengingena-ke laphana-ke uShalom noNiti bobe letha ama-sports. Shalom babhizi bayilungiselela. Today nje ngiyakutshela the Msomis are doing it bakithi, are doing it.
Yeah.
So they're gonna come and yeah, I don't know noma uSedi uzobajoyina yini kade kudlala ibhola kade lidlala namhlanje. They are going to inform us ngezinto ezenzakalayo in the world of sport. Yes ke neke Lindelo Masuku Delixaba. Thank you very much. Uzoskipha ngaliphi iculo?
Okay, the final song I'll be playing to close the segment off will be a piece by Chopin, who is another popular classical pianist from the Romantic era, who I also love his work dearly. Is a piece called Nocturne, Opus 9, number 2, which is a piece I'm pretty sure people who generally watch movies will recognize because it's been played in various films, various movies, various TV shows. Like, there's a high chance that you've come across this song in particular.
Wow.
Yeah.
But-ke sizoyizwa ngoba isidlala ukuthi sesike sayizwa.
Yeah.
Okay, so give it to us.
Okay.
Bye bye everyone. Thank you. See you next week.